Well, it's finally gonna happen. Remember when you was a kid and you'd scrape your knee and you'd go crying to an adult and they were like, well, we're gonna have to cut it off. Start freaking out saying, please don't cut my leg off. They say, well, we're gonna have to clean it then. So they start pouring a bunch of alcohol and peroxide on it so it's stinging real good. And you wishing you would have just went ahead and let them cut it off. Then you get a little bit older and you break your arm and you go to the doctor and ask him if he's gonna have to cut it off. Doc says, of course we're not gonna cut it off. Then you realize grown-ups are just buttholes sometimes. I went to the doctor a couple years ago because my hip was hurting. He was like, I can fix this. And I was like, well, cool. But then I got busy and I never really went back until the other day. I went to him the other day. He said, yeah, I could have fixed it 10 years ago, but now we're gonna have to cut it off. The good side of the hip has nice straight lines. It's almost glowing, and the space in between the bones is for cartilage. The bad side of the hip has jagged lines. The dark spots apparently is arthritis. Said the gap in between the bone indicates there's no more cartilage in there. That's a bone spur, and the popping that my hip makes is most likely bone-on-bone interaction. So on March 20th at 43 years old, I'll get my first hip replacement. And I can't wait neither, because in my recent history, I cannot remember a time where there's absolutely zero hip pain. I'm excited.